Hello, and welcome, one and all, to the Drew Carey's Improv-A-Ganza unofficial channel. My name is Diane, and I would like to do some of the show reviews for you now. I just want to explain how it's going to go a bit, and a couple other things. First off, unfortunately, I have a bit of a cold right now, so if my voice sounds kind of funny, or if I have to stop and cough for a minute, I sincerely apologize in advance. So please do bear with me. I'm going to try and do the best that I can. It's one of the reasons why I put off doing the reviews for a little bit, was because I was trying to regain a voice. I had no voice at all for a few days, but I'm doing a little bit better now. Anyway, I'm the one who's been running this channel. Some people have been asking, and yes, I am working with GSN, and I have been contacted by one of the producers from Drew Carey's Improv-A-Ganza, so that is the reason why I had to take down one of the clips, is that they politely asked me to remove it for, just for copyright issues and everything, and another thing is I kept calling it the pilot. That what was shown was promotional footage that was shot about a year ago that was used to sell the new show, but it is not a pilot, and it will not be shown as part of the 40 episodes. So I just wanted to clear that up for any of you who was wondering, and I apologize for any confusion that might have caused. I do want to thank everyone who's been subscribing to the channel. The support that you're giving the show and the channel has been fabulous. We now have 700 subscribers, which is a lot more than I would have ever thought, and I think that's, again, it's absolutely fabulous. Not for me, but because I really want this show to succeed, and you subscribing to the channel and me being able to put out new videos and have you listen to them and get more excited for the show creates more of that flurry of intense, excitement for it, and hopefully together we can get the new show to pick up and become just as much of a hit as Whose Line was, so that it will continue beyond just a first season. So, I thank you, I'm sure GSN thanks you, and that all the cast and crew of Improv-A-Ganza thanks you for your time and for supporting the show. How I'm going to be doing these reviews is, I say the term review in that I will be reviewing it, but I'm not going to give that much detail for a couple reasons. The first reason is that I don't want to give too much of a bias. I'm not here to be a critic. I'm here to simply, again, create that excitement and jazz. So I'm just going to be telling you simple things like who appeared in what show that I saw, what the games were that was played, maybe some of the setup, and if there was something in particular that stood out in my mind that I think people are really going to like, that I might talk about that, but I'm not going to give into a whole lot of detail, because I want you guys to be able to experience the shows when they are aired for yourselves, and not, already know exactly what's going to happen, or how it's going to go. I want you to be able to experience completely fresh without having anything that I might have said interfere. But hopefully I will give you enough to just sort of, whet your taste buds. And so that come March 28th, everyone will be sitting around either their TV set or maybe their friends' TV sets. If you don't have GSN, we'll hopefully find a way to get the episode to you. That also being said, at this time, although there are going to be 40 episodes, I don't know how often they're going to air them. how they're going to edit them, how they're even going to piece them together. So I might, have gone to a show, but that show might become one episode or two episodes, or that show might be edited together with other shows to create episodes. I don't know at this time. I don't know, I might describe a game that might even be pulled. Because again, I'm not the editor. I'm not working, that closely with them so that I know every nook and cranny of how the editing's going to go. That can't be determined at this time. I can only tell you what I saw, what I know, and that will be that. So just please keep that in the back of your head. I don't want anyone saying, a few months from now, you said that so-and-so game was played and I never saw it. Well, I was there at 7, the first 7 tapings. I will not be there for the next, I believe it's 6 or so tapings this weekend, but I am going to be going back for the Super Bowl weekend shows, and that will be another 6 shows. So I wasn't originally planning on going to those, but I'm going back, so then I'll be able to review those as well. Alright, so now that I've gotten through all of that, I would like to start off by talking about the set design. I saw that a few people have been commenting on some of the clips of they didn't exactly care for the set design and it didn't look too homey or too professional. And personally, I will agree. The way the set design was for the quote-unquote pilot was not the absolute best. However, the show is not going to look like that at all. That was just simply what they threw together for the promotional footage filming. The actual show has its very own set design, which personally I think is absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I went with a very good friend of mine named Brienne, and I might be referencing to her a few times in these reviews. She went with me, and she liked it as well. The colors that they used were brilliant. A lot of shades of blues and purples, combined with yellows and oranges. And I say combined in the fact that the lights, they change colors depending on the scene or even the mood of the games that we're playing. The background was very soft. It had, I believe there were 6 of these rectangular items. I don't know exactly how to describe them, that stood a good 15 feet tall by 5 feet wide or so, and they have a sort of texture on them, and the light would cast, a colored gel onto that, and it would create some sort of texture that was pretty to look at, but not distracting. I found a couple photos from an article that will show you a little bit better what I'm describing, because I'm certain that I'm not describing this quite accurately. There was a sort of semicircle set of stairs that were not so much stairs as they looked like stairs, but were too small to actually be used as such. They were like a gold in color and had light bulbs attached to the end of them. The outer rim of the stage was adorned in light bulbs that stood upright. And in the very, very back, there were like some walls that had pretend piping on them. Almost sort of something you might see in the back of an alley, but it didn't look grungy or dirty. There was none of the typical brick wall sort of look that a lot of comedy is for some reason tied to. Again, I'm not describing this very well, but it all fit together seamlessly. It was very original looking. The colors, again, were beautifully done, beautifully chosen. Whoever did the set design, I highly commend them. And I apologize again if I'm not painting a very good picture. Hopefully the pictures I'll include in this video will give you a little bit better idea of what I'm talking about. It shows a lot of blue, and the blue could change to, again, a purple or a dazzling orange, a tang sort of color. It changed, and but primarily blue and the purple. Quite nice, quite nice. So if you were worried about the set or worried about the backdrop and you thought it might just be a silly curtain or ladder or brick wall, it's not like that. It's good, is what I believe. Anyway, now for the part that you guys are actually tuning in for. Well, the problem is that we can only do about 10 minutes of time, and I'm out at 10 minutes, so my next video is going to actually start with the shows, and I'm going to try and do 1 to 3 shows per video. So, tune into the next one. This was more of the setup. Bye!